March 9, 2021. Sunday afternoon filled with huge expectation as Northern Ladies play Ampem Dakwa Ladies on March Day 7 of the Ghana Women's League in Techiman.
When we were from the locker room, getting into the tunnel to get into the field, there were the security, there were some two security, they were lady, and they are from here. I didn't know they were from here. And when the girls passed and she was a man, then they started talking, and it was in our local language, in Techima. So they said, "Oh, look at this girl, she's very beautiful and she's using this."
It will be a perfect day for the young and aspiring Anatu Sadat to surprise the world and take a bold step down the faith lane.
They didn't know anything about it, and I told them, yeah, I'm going to use it. And I could see in the back in the stands, the supporters, all eyes were just on me. They were just asking, what was this girl wearing?
It's a hijab she's got on. The news will go viral, and the Ghana Football Association forced to issue a statement that in effect frees other Muslim female footballers, if they so wish, to have the hijab on during a game.
We start with the touching story of Anatu Sadat, who made history in Ghana women's football almost a couple of weeks ago when she became the first player to wear hijab in the league.
My name is Anatu Sadat, former player of Mobile Ladies FC, currently playing for Northern Ladies in Tamale. I'm very happy I'm the first Ghanaian woman to use the hijab to play football, and I hope my fellow Muslims girl will also use it in playing as well.
On February 25, 2007, 11-year-old Asmara Mansa was prevented from playing in a regional tournament in Canada because she had the hijab on. Her appeal on the decision to the Canadian Football Association was rejected as the association affirmed the referee's decision not to allow Mansour play. She wouldn't give up and took the case to FIFA, the lawmakers, to reconsider hijabs in women's football. However, the case was rejected on health grounds as the governing body said the hijab could pose danger with the potential of strangling a player or injuring an opponent. For 7 years, young aspiring female footballers had to choose between faith or football. In 2014, Jerome Valke, FIFA's then General Secretary, announced that religious head coverings, including hijabs, will be permitted in football games. So what's Islam's position on hijabs? And how did it find its way deep into the religion? I took a short trip to the Tamale Central Mosque, Masjidu Salam, and got education from Imam Sheikh Al-Habib Adabiya.
So it's Friday and time for Friday prayers. I'm heading into the mosque to pray to, but more importantly, to meet Sadat and speak to her Imam.
Salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ba'd. Tuli tapana hijabi tuli draka muslimin. Annabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam o paaba sani sahabe nda pierla yirin to kalalan ma karmal musu pam domini pa anyala jilma pa abani to da dina puni ka to mana wannan talanda ta sirse ayana umman wato sahabe ma na bari piyari paaba ma san lala yirin kala mo ba kayan kadama biyan bo ba to agwa be ban sha'aw to ban bo ba min wara il hijab bin cika ban be musun sune to kana an ce ka tudu manna wannan tallana wata sassa ayana suratul ahzab min yare annabi muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa paaba na mu'minin zasanan bayini dan ka tudu manna wani ya ayyuhan nabi kulli azwajika wa nisaika wa banatil mu'minin yudnina alaihinna min jalabibihinna nima na katin ya hijabiyya dala ayan wama no yal mu paaba kayal mu'min nan paaba no biponse so kam za sai yam hijab na dan zo hal da bajwal ni amliya paaba ka amliya pa bi yam hijab ma min yala min sharan lan su zuwo hannan wani na.
Accepting the hijab opens the door to future requests from other religions to include kids that are symbolic while playing, While FIFA would need to address the issue when it arises, I needed to find out how problematic not playing with a hijab was for young Muslim girls.
The most important Biponsi, Babe, and you sell hijab, Babalam sell Bamanga, Domin Pauna, the Kotumani, Olam so man, Lola Kamzasa, Bayi Omonoi down Conco do. To Amadians and no to me Wally, the Walla Wama, Kaharamun Dinyali, Ama Muslim Samala Ben Shakabian, Haram Illa, if I were Haram. Ben Shadun Kuto, Haram Kuto, and China, to the Bali Haram. Because the origin de la Paharamu, Walling Yabo, and Madi and me Wallama, Bellam Sabamana, there are conditions ma biani, ka hijab biani, ka halba, ka bidum sabalan watcher matchma. There was some sin a dabba, but watcher before some ka by Melbourne. And domin exercise, the Yalavan Sharon ye, the Yahala say ka Pagama right, no exercise so manga. And after the Yelton, more minula kawi. خير وأحب إلى الله من المؤمن الضعيف. كان وفي كل خير. نمؤمن سوى ميا نبناني. وما الألهيري إنقال مؤمن شعنغو وانكيا. أما نبص نبما الألهير. تنزو باقبا يجينا نوت exercising يا دفجلا. تو أما with conditions. لتشانو لم سوى ما. يما تبيبون سما زبر ما. بن شارلي. نبيها نبقبل فنا دموسر تفان دبتو كامات. نعم لتشانو يجينا نسيفا شالدني. باسيفا با. hal di yen yela ko yina na pasifa domini alam man doba do banya haram annabi sallam yelta ninna won da so won to asar dabba ne dab shagba ban to asar pa so do pa timika dabban swal pantana ma kayar ba je sinema dabban ne man bala so bi yiti even na ka banya bolla ba pan fin ga ku gwana pa ban bala ma dan ma za ni la haram is against the Muslim sunwama Islam.
It took 7 years for the new culture in women's football to permeate the borders of Ghana. Anatu Sadat, a true daughter of the Mashtu Salam Mosque in Tamale Central, became the first player to wear a hijab in Ghana's Women's League. And well, there was every reason to suspect it was always going to be Anatu.
We have 4 girls back in the house, just for no boy. So actually, I had been doing the boy job there with the soccer and all. Among all my siblings, I was somehow odd among them with my dressing and stuff. So growing up, I've always had the passion for the game. So at a tender age, I could remember myself that I started at a tender age. I started with the boys around. Then later on, I joined a club around the community as well. That's Nimobi Ladies. So from there, back in primary and GHS, I played the school team. Then I also continued in GHS too. SHS rather, Tiamodia, back in Kumasi. Then from there, I'm in Tamale.
Northern Ladies, good. Take me a little bit back to your primary school. And so how was the football like in primary school? Were you the captain? Were you playing?
I remember the whole school, I would say I was the girl who plays the ball. So like I had this shine in school. Because if you just mention my name, they all know who I was. Because even if you are playing on the field, I could just dribble from my pole, then I'll go to the other pole. That's my opponent and score. So there was this shine on me throughout back in primary and GHS too. SHS rather. Yes, but SHS there was this challenge because a lot of people, I mingled with a lot. The challenge there was different. Although I was out, I knew how to play, but lots of people were also there, so I had to bring out myself. I had to also make a sport for myself too.
In Ghana, it's normal to see nationals travel down south, open up for career opportunities, and in a football sense, play for some elite football clubs, and as it were, get closer to the powers that be. But Anatu's case was the exact opposite, strong enough to resist the temptation of the south for the north.
I never thought I would be in Tamale. When I think about it, I ask myself, what am I doing here? But this is the case where it just happened. It's an opportunity that came. But at first, I really had a difficult time grabbing it because I see that it was far and I didn't know anyone here. I've never been here. So it's something I thought about a lot before. But Coach Bashir, that's my current coach now, he had a lot with the mind change because the way he talked and I just felt there's something that that I would get there if I went there. So my dad also had some mind change too. He also talked to me and my friends as well. So I came here and it wasn't bad at all. Like, I'm glad I made that decision.
Tamale will open her up so much to Islam, and perhaps the very reason for the inbuilt resolve to carry her faith to unknown levels and before the crowd.
It is a custom. It's a custom in the Islamic community. And I think it is something everyone knows, that as a woman you have to cover your hair and most parts of your body. It is something that's there. We all know that. So growing up, I knew there's this thing that I wasn't doing. It is something that we weren't allowed to do, rather, and I haven't seen people doing it. So I had it in mind always, but I just couldn't get something more comfortable enough to use it to fulfill that wish that I had. So when I just got this opportunity, I just make the use of it. So I just use it.
So did you watch some videos of other ladies playing with hijab, or you were just in your world deciding that this should be it?
Yeah, I wanted to do it a long time, and I've seen other countries, the Arab countries, use it in the women's World Cup and stuff. So I've seen it, but we weren't practicing it in Ghana. We didn't have that kind of materials for us to use it. We weren't using it, so it was something that felt weird. It felt weird because no one stepped out to do it, because we weren't exposed to such things. So when I just got it, I had this fear, like backing down and stuff, because I would be like, others would talk like, why, what's this and what's this. I had this doubt and stuff, but I didn't let it stop me. I just do it regardless of all.
That single act on the football pitch was not orchestrated by just Anatu. Her coach, who has been closely monitoring everything she did, was a key part of the plot. Coach Bashiruddin Somani is the head coach of Northern Ladies.
As there when she called, Coach, I want to see you, and I said, okay, I'm in the house. She lives behind here.
Yeah.
And then she came. She told me how she had a colleague, and she was invited to Right to Dream in academy here before she moved to her own club, Nimobi Ladies. So she told me how she had a colleague now living in Denmark, and she has a project that every year the guy gets that type of products, and then he distributes it to the community. Yes. Yeah, and then he has decided to link it with her in a sports way, because other ones that he normally brings is not comfortable when playing football. Now he will decide on getting the company to design it in a comfortable way to use it for football. And I said, oh, that's good, because Islamically we have problems to that. Many a times parents do not allow their girls to play because of these issues. So I was very happy getting someone to bring that sort of aviation to us, and then I was very happy and said, oh, I welcome it very well, and I even discussed to one or two people who are connected to the guy and the father too. So, and I was even the one following to know when the things would come. But we thought we would have gotten them before we start the league. The league, yeah. But fortunately, to get someone bring it was a problem. Got that one and the bra and a leg stretch. So it was just that the match she used it, we were having problems with the color of the under one, the long stretch with our JC. Yeah. That was a problem. But we could talk to the match commissioner, and then she got information to the front. She also engaged the FA. They said this is allowed, because I know it's allowed. And she wanted to be clear from the FA. It was agreed.
And as a coach, he admits his focus was heavily divided on the day. Football, yes, but the kind of reaction Anatu was getting.
I can remember when we were from the locker room getting into the tunnel to get into the field. There were the security, some two security, they were lady. and they are from here. I didn't know they were from here. And when the girls passed and she was among them, then they started talking, and it was in our local language.
Okay.
In Techima. So they said, "Oh, look at this girl. She's very beautiful, and she's using this." I think this is the first time I've seen a lady. That was what they were saying. So I turned and I said, "Oh, are you from Tamale?" They said, "Yes." Oh, coach. Now we greeted each other. That was the time they drew my attention to. When I heard their conversation, then my mind were there, and I was there. And then when she was on the pitch for the warm-up, and the cameras were on her, people were taking pictures with her and all those things. And then after the warm-up, the venue media officer there was strictly wanted to take pictures to the FA, and then even had some short videos for her. And I just spoke to her and I told her that she should just take it normal, as she has been wearing the other ones, the normal ones. Just forget about it and think about the game. It's very important. So we're lucky on that day. She didn't even kept it in her mind, and she was out there. And that was the day I saw the best in her. She really performed very well. Everybody testified it. Even their fans, after the match after the end of the match, many of them took pictures with her, and they were telling her she has done well. They thought she was just putting something there to at least catch some fun. Yeah. But really, it's not about putting the thing, but she really has something in her. And that was her best game.
Sadat is a beneficiary of Maxwell Woleji Hijab project. Both grew up with Woleji playing at the Diamond Siege and Anatu playing for Nimobi Ladies. In 2019, Woleji, who currently plays for FC Nordsjælland, launched the Hijab project, which provided sporting hijabs, bra, boots and coverings for Muslim girls who wanted to play football in Nima. He partnered Nike to help in the designing and delivery of these hijabs.
I just want to see more people in Ghana having the freedom to participate in whatever they love, especially Muslims, as we all believe that it's better to cover your hair, or it's better not to leave your hair exposed to participate in any sport. So I believe that this hijab is going to help a lot of Muslim girls to have the freedom to participate in whatever they love doing. Looking at the smile coming from the girls' faces, I think it's something that make me proud, and I feel like this is one of the goals I set to myself, to just see smiles on their faces. And right now, as this is trending, one of a girl from my project named Anatu Sadat, who is now playing in the Ghana Women's League, and now she's the first girl to wear the hijab in Ghana, which I'm proud and happy, because it's also one of my goals to achieve, to make sure that the GFA allow them to wear hijab or veil in the league.
After Sadat, who is one of the 150 females to have benefited from the initiative, the Ghana Football Association confirmed that females are now allowed to wear hijabs in league matches. The FA statement, signed by the General Secretary Prosper Addo, read, "Through our core values of inclusiveness and creating enabling environment for every player to feel comfortable and exhibit their talents, the Football Association allows the wearing of hijabs during our league games." Anatu agrees. She played her best game for Northern Ladies on that day, despite losing 4-2 to Ampem Dakwa Ladies.
Everybody was surprised, and they were asking, "Am I going to use it to put in?" I said, "Of course." They were just asking. Even the Muslims were asking, because I don't know whether, because it hasn't been there, no one has been doing. So they were surprised. Then in a point, I even got, I was like, my Christian mates are asking, why is it that my fellow Muslims are so asking? Then I just said, it's okay, because they didn't know anything about it. And I told them, yeah, I'm going to use it. And I could see in the back, in the stands, the supporters, all eyes were just on me. They were just asking, what was this girl wearing? What is this? Like, most of my friends even thought I had an injury in my hair or something. I don't know. So I had to explain it to them. My fellows have to explain it to them. And even whilst playing, I could see the spot on me. People were just looking at me. So at the point, I even felt shy. I was shy because I was odd among all the teams, both my team and the opponent. I was just odd. among them. So, but I didn't let it discourage me.
Did you have a good game?
Yeah, I did, and I would even say that was my best game throughout the first run. Yeah, I did enjoy it. So I don't know whether I had this. I don't know, but I would say it's good. It's good because I did something new there, something different, and actually my game also changed. So
you play well.
I'm okay.
So on the pitch, no obstruction, no uneasiness. The fact that you're in a hijabi and moving.
No, not at all. Nothing restrained me at all. Nothing. It's just different because it's actually made in a sporting way.
Yes.
So the comfortability is there. It's just okay. I don't even feel like I'm wearing anything.
And her imam could only be proud of her exploits on the field. And upon seeing a daughter of the Tamale Central Mosque demonstrating to the world the very principles she's been taught through the years, was such a joy.
Alhamdulillah, te paye pam ne tinye kamani lala te bi pombulwama o yina ne tinye bolle ka dole muslim se zai sunwama wallahi te paye pam ta appreciate ya ka sura addu'a to na wona talanci wutam lala solmazo ka sura tir wutam zasa na wona talanci kabaliho ka to asro te ban monso nori yina tin nan exercise nori yina te ngba ko di jam a sheldon pa haramu to amma diyan nan don dole musulunci to bandira abi Saudi Arabia Islamic University of Medina to baranya bolle batiyan me bolle ma tira malla pan shelton sora kariyata dunashi har ka tulwar ba because hal dabba ma ba ai so pant ma kar ba pa duna ma shi duga za sanya da haram in Islam.
So when you met Sadat, what did you tell her after hearing that she had used the hijab for a game?
Okay, so ye o pang mo manga wona ko bilala ngoma puni dinde nan ka football pambama ka bamwangle a can Ghana zai su puni da bamwan no yina no ombo no yene shalmi bolle da bamwan lala dan zo on to bilala ne mamani inyala dan zo pansam ne odo wom nyirba ne yelo shi.
In a world where faith and sports rarely mix, Anatu Sadat has braved the odds to find the perfect sport where these two met and blossomed.